Bet you didn't see this. Right now, the only active investigation into the Epstein files is going on. The Trump administration is basically stonewalling this case where the Attorney General in New Mexico has the ability where if the Attorney General could get a hold of these unredacted documents, they could have actual evidence to pursue the criminals and the co-conspirators that were involved in the sexual abuse and everything else that happened on that ranch. But the Southern District of New York, once again, led by a Trump appointee, basically just said, we're not going to cooperate with this. And you know what I find really, really interesting about this whole thing? Throughout the entire beginning of this whole thing, you had people like Cash saying things like this was their excuse as to why they couldn't release the files, right? It was all about the victims. We're not going to let the victims' names get out there, right? Remember when Cash said this?
We're not going to re-victimize women. We're not going to put that shit back out there. It's not happening, because then he wins. Not doing it.
And yet, this happened anyway.
I woke up one day with my name mentioned over 500 times.
The government promised us over and over again that our information would be protected and properly redacted. Those promises were broken.
These documents hold disturbing and yet incomplete accounts of my abuse, and they were viewable not only by the entire world, but my child, my students' parents, my friends, my employers, my colleagues, my family.
All the victims' names were released, but the criminals and the co-conspirators that were involved in the abuse of the victims were redacted. And still, there seems to be no justice whatsoever for this. These victims are just losing their livelihoods because of the fact that the DOJ exposed them in these files that were supposed to be protected and redacted. And instead, they not only exposed the victims, but they continued to redact all of the criminals.
In December, before the document release, our attorneys submitted 350 victims' names to the Department of Justice as victims' names to be redacted prior to the release. In that first release, I found my name in 2 places. In that next release in January, my name appeared again, but this time the redactions were so far worse. The files displayed not only my name, but my phone number, my former addresses, where I worked, and other identifying information. When my name appeared in the 3rd file release, it became difficult to believe that this was not intentional.
So yeah, are we still trusting the plan, guys? Is this all just part of the plan to expose all these people? Like, things have to happen to be able to expose them? Or are you ready to wake up and realize that it's all of them? They're all involved. Oh, and by the way, all these Democrat senators that are all of a sudden up in arms about the Epstein files, Kate, this is for all the people that are listening that might be Democrat right now. Don't get it twisted. Okay, your side's not any better. Your side is just as bad. The only reason why they're loud right now is because it's a political game and it's one side versus the other. These people don't care about you. They don't care about this. They don't care about actually getting justice. It's the same damn pony show every single time. These people would turn around and do the exact same thing. And if they didn't have anything to gain from actually exposing these files, they wouldn't. Which is why the files are never going to be exposed. And if they are, they're just going to continue to be redacted. Wake the hell up. None of these people care about you. Okay, and by the way, anybody who's watching this and say, oh, this is about Trump, it's just about Republicans. It's both sides, okay? Because you guys were about to vote for this guy.
Did that make us any safer? Did that make the children that are left behind any more stable? Did it improve the idea that we can't all be judged by our worst day? And I want to be very clear, these are horrific crimes. They often are.
The majority of them are all the same. The majority of them are all involved in this stuff. This is the reality that you must face. It's a hard reality to face, but it's a reality nonetheless that you must face. And you must realize that these people, regardless of what side they're on and what they claim to stand for, all of these people are trying to keep these files concealed. It is not just one side. It is both of them. Oh, and by the way, just the cherry on the top, you probably don't know this too, but Todd Blanche, who was Trump's personal lawyer, who has basically taken Pam Bondi's place, is being sworn in as we speak as the Attorney General of the United States of America. The same Todd Blanche that has been helping to stonewall this investigation and block the release of these files.
So look, the Epstein files has been a saga that's lasted for the past year. And what happened when the president signed the Transparency Act is the Department of Justice has now released all the files with respect to the Epstein saga. And the Attorney General Bondi and I appeared in front of Congress voluntarily a couple weeks ago to answer any questions they had. We have made every single congressman, senator available to come and see any document, redacted, unredacted, that they want. And so I think that to the extent that the Epstein files was a part of the past year of this Justice Department, it should not be a part of anything going forward.
And you know, back to the whole influencer thing, right? Every single one of you should be asking why Benny Johnson, Graham Allen, Brandon Tatum, Gunther Eagleman, Liz Wheeler, all of these people, every single last, Jack Posobiec, every single last one of them, you should be asking, why are they not talking about this? It should really be that simple. That should be the litmus test of whether or not you should trust these people and believe anything they say, is why are these people not talking about the fact that the only active investigation for the Epstein files is going on right now, and it's being stonewalled by the Trump administration? The only thing that you could figure is that all of these people also have a ton of blackmail that someone is holding over their head. And that's the only real explanation I can come up with as to why people would justify the abuse of children for political gain, or they wouldn't open their mouth when they see an injustice like this and it's plain as day. That's the only thing I can figure, is that there's also blackmail that's being held over these people's heads. But hey, I'm just a conspiracy theorist.